Hey everyone, summer is coming, so that means it's time to get out and have some fun. Cleveland Recreation invites you to play by registering for any of our baseball, swimming, and junior golf programs. Baseball programs are available for youths ages 4 through 19. The basic fundamentals of the game are taught, and youths progress through various levels, ultimately participating in the Connie Mack League. If you would rather create a project of your own or express yourself through performing and visual arts, the Division of Recreation offers arts, crafts, ceramic programs, and show wagon performances. So come celebrate summer fun. Don't miss out on the free lunch program, summer camp, soapbox derby racing, and a host of other special events. You may even have the opportunity to celebrate an Indians victory in person at Progressive Field. Don't let summer pass you by. Visit one of our 20 recreation centers, 25 supervised playgrounds, 19 indoor pools, and 22 outdoor pools, and have yourself the best summer ever in the city of Cleveland.
Can you hear me? Good morning. It's good to see all of you again. Welcome to Cleveland Public Power's Internship to Apprenticeship program. I've seen a lot of you over our school visit, so it's really exciting to see you come down today to gain a little bit more knowledge about our program. So for some of you who've been here before, specifically the students that we came to see, as you know, this program is entering its 10th year. We're really proud about that. We put in a lot of hard work over the last couple of years to try to offer opportunities for young people who have decided not to go to college. So, you know, I think this is a great program. It's our way of the commissioner, the mayor, director, giving young people an opportunity to be able to have a good career, have good paying jobs, and be able to take care of your family. So that's always a great thing. And the wonderful thing is it's exclusively for CMSE students. So because this program is specifically for you guys, it really is an opportunity for you to give back to your city. So I'm really excited to see all of you here. So let's start off a little bit about Cleveland Public Power. I would hope that a number of you are our customers. If not, we're always welcoming you to come on board. But Cleveland Public Power is a municipality that has been doing this for quite some time. We've been in operation since 1906, and right now we rank as one of the largest municipalities owned utilities in the state of Ohio. And that's a huge thing, because when we're providing power to the citizens of the city of Cleveland, we're providing power specifically for you. In addition, we provide services to about 77,000 residents, commercial and industrial customers throughout the city. And over the last couple of years, we've been embarking on an expansion where we're trying to reach other communities and offer our services to more individuals at the city. So in doing that, there's one thing that we're going to need when we make those expansions, and that's people. A lot of the individuals who currently work for us, they're within retirement age. So because they're within retirement age, we're looking for individuals who we can pass that knowledge on to that can kind of keep us going as we're moving forward. So CPP needs to expand its workforce to meet our growing demand, and that's where you come in. Having you young people come into CPP and be able to take advantage of these positions and be able to grow you from the ground up. That's a wonderful thing. So you get that knowledge on the ground floor from individuals that have been doing this for years. Let's talk about a little bit about the electrical industrial and the job projection. Currently, there is currently a loss of critical skills and knowledge in the industry. So do you know what that means? That means that right now, utilities is a dying field. Because people are staying in utilities for 30 and 40 years, when those people are retiring, we don't have the people to transition that knowledge. So when you don't have the people transition that knowledge, then that field dies, and then what do you do then? You can't provide the level of service that people have become accustomed to. In 2013, a survey was performed with 40% of linemen expected to retire in the next 5 to 10 years. That's huge. So we got a whole group of people who will be walking out the door with all of that knowledge in the next 5 to 10 years. So in Ohio, 22% or 7,492 utility workers are over the age of 55. You can retire at 60, what, 67? So again, if those people are walking out the door with all that industrial knowledge, what are we going to do is we have to continue to go on. So by 2020, personnel shortages due to retirement could severely limit the nation's ability to maintain a utility supply. So again, right now utilities are they have to make a decision. We have to decide whether or not they have to decide whether or not they're going to try to find different ways to do things, or they're going to invest in people. So again, that is the reason why we have a program such as this. So when you take a look at this chart gives a good illustration of the age demographics going on right now. As you can see, our highest spikes are in the 50 to 54% range, 45 to 49. And then it tapers off. And the reason why it tapers off is because those people are leaving. So right now, this is about the range that we're in right now. So as you can see, if all those people, which is about 2,892 people projected to retire, we have to fill those spots. So that's where CPP comes in. So we created the Internship to Apprenticeship program as a collaborative effort with the CMSD schools, Cleveland Municipal Schools, City Hall, and Cleveland Public Power. In 2008, we hired our first class of 10 students. That comprised our first internship class. And we have hired CMSD students each year thereafter. For 2018, this marks our 10th year. So we have a track record of success with this program. And we're always looking for individuals to add to that success. That's the reason why we do this. The individuals that are in this room, as well as the ones who have gone through this program, are what makes this program a success. Our partnership is with CMSD. The apprenticeship opportunities are open to all CMSD students. So even though we've come to a number of your schools, it's also open to individuals whose schools that we didn't go to. Glenville, Collinwood, every school is able to apply for this program and be evaluated to be a participant in the program. But you must have at least a C+ average, which is a 2.5 GPA. And you must demonstrate that you can remain in the program and develop and grow through the challenging environment. This is an outside job. We work in the field. We work in the field. So we need individuals who understand the different dynamics of this program. And a career day recruitment approach was used in order to recruit qualified students. So what do I mean about a recruitment model? When we came to your schools, we talked to a lot of you individually. We asked you about what your goals were and let you know what we're looking for. So that's the way. We're trying to do a grassroots effort to get to know you guys and bring you and get you to understand what we're doing here. So remember I said that we went to a few schools this year. This is a list of the schools that we went to. Went to Max Hayes, MC Square, John Adams, Lincoln West, East Tech, and Rhodes. In those meetings, we met with about 160 students. The list changes every year. So we decided at the beginning of the year what schools we're going to visit, and the other ones we bring information to those schools in order to make it available to them as well. So the presentations were held, and program background, application process, submission, and things of those natures were introduced to the students. On this slide, it kind of gives you a breakdown of what the requirements are for this program. So if you go to that slide with me, as you can see, you have to be a 2018 CMSD high school student, but we are taking some 2017 students. We understand some students did not turn that age by that time, so we are taking some 2017 students. You must be 18 years of age by September of 2018, have a 2.5 GPA, 93% attendance rate, a driver's license by September of 2018, and be in good physical condition and mechanically inclined. So the chart that you're looking at right now just gives the path of how you go through our program. So as you see, you start the program as a student assistant, and after a year, we transition you to become an intern apprentice. As a student assistant, you will be learning. So your job will be to shadow the individuals who do this job every day. We know that you're not going to walk in there and know what you're doing. So it's those people's job to help guide you through the process to understand everything that is needed in order to do this job. So after that 1 year, then we transition you to an intern apprentice. And that phase of the intern apprentice, see, now you're doing the work. Now we have you out there, you're really getting your hands dirty with some of the work that we're doing. And you'll also do that portion for a year. Once you finish with those 2 years, then you transition to a 1-year apprentice. As a 1-year apprentice, now you're in a program, you're going to school, you're taking classes, and you're working, and we're paying you while you're doing all of that. So you'll transition through the 4 years of the program, and once you come out of the end of the program, you will get what's called a journeyman's ticket. That ticket means that you're capable of doing your job anywhere in the United States. That's a huge thing. So, as you see on the end, these are our apprenticeship opportunities. Really what we're looking for are linemen, but there's other opportunities within CPP once you get in the door, but what we're looking for is linemen and things of that nature. So we'll go into that a little bit later. So let's talk about the pay. I guess that's always important. That's the thing the students always bring up when we go to the schools. They want to know how much they're going to make. So this gives an outline of some of those jobs that I was talking about, some of those apprenticeship programs. So as you can see, when they come in as an intern apprentice, we'll start with a student assistant. When you come in as a student assistant, you'll come in at $11.60 an hour. And as that student, we will pay you to go to school, to go to CDL school. So when you go to CDL school, we will pay for it. But we expect something in return. We're asking that you commit to CPP. So as you transition as a student assistant, then you go to intern apprentice, which is $14.43. That'll vary. I think they're going through contract negotiations right now, but that'll vary. And then you'll transition through those different fields. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this over to Brent Jackson. Mr. Jackson is our General Manager of Operations to talk to you a little bit more in depth about this program.
Good morning. Okay, right now we want to go through the student assistant pre-screening process. Okay, candidates begin the program as a first-year student assistant, as you already heard. Can you hear me in the back? I want to make sure everyone can. Okay. Not really? Oh. All right, CPP provides OJT, which is on-the-job training, instruction, mentoring. We do field training, job rotation, and job demonstration. So we don't just bring your students in, your children in, and just throw everything at them. We actually mentor them. We know that they're in a new environment, and we want to work with your children. It's not just bringing, giving them money and just going forward. All right. Your students will attend commercial driver's license school. At that particular time, they will get paid their normal wages at that particular time. They will go to school, and they will obtain a Class A commercial driver's license. The candidates will be evaluated on work performance. So, they have to actually come to work, do their work. It's not school no more. You're coming into the real life, and we're serious about your children's safety. All right. Based on successful completion of the first year CPP internship to apprenticeship, candidates will be considered full-time employees. So while they're student interns, they're actually working full-time hours, but they're not considered as City of Cleveland employees at that time. So they won't really get benefits and holidays, but once they complete that first year and they become an intern apprentice, they will be a member of Local 39, IBW, which is International Brotherhoods of Electrical Workers. At that particular time, they will get all benefits that City of Cleveland employees receive. All right, to become an intern apprentice, applicants must obtain, like I said, the CDL license, which we send them to and we pay for them. CPP will send all candidates to school and will cover the cost. It's $5,000 that we actually pay for your child to go through this actual training. All right, they must possess it's actually a Class A, not D. D is regular driver's license. Attend the CDL training, and that's really redundant. all right, next slide. All right, this slide, after completing the CPP Intern Apprenticeship requirements, you will start your training as an intern apprentice. All right, all that first year, they'll go through pole climbing school. It's the introduction to pole climbing, which is an 80-hour course. We'll send the students to safety courses. They will work with crews. So that's their first year. Their first entire year is just to get used to working with people that's in our trade. Okay, they have to be around the big trucks. They'll see how it is to conduct themselves as a member of CPP. We don't actually let them work, do real work. They just observe. You know, they'll understand tools, material, all the things that we use. So by the time they get to this first year and they get into Local 39, at that particular time they obtain their CDLs. They can drive vehicles. So that's where all that mentoring is coming in. We don't want them to think that they're in a Honda Civic and they're in a big line truck and going around corners. I mean, we've had issues before, but we're trying to bring them up to speed. So now they're Local 39 members. All individuals that pass pole climbing school, they are already in the path to become a first-year line apprentice. Now, as you see line worker, cable splicer, electrical meter installer, low tension, transformer repair. They're in the union now, so they will have other opportunities. This is for the ones that do not pass pole climbing school. Okay, so we find out that your child can't deal with the heights or whatnot. There are other opportunities for them in CPP. All right, the application material. Now we need to make sure that in this application that your child turns in all of the required documents that we're about to go over. They need to turn that in by the deadline. We'll give them close of business of April 20th. They will need to turn in everything that's required in your application. So that would be a city application, 2 letters of recommendation from a non-relative. So it can be your counselor, principal, pastor, be even a neighbor. All right, we want to see things that, like, they're hard workers, have a good character, team player, responsible, disciplined, and committed. We need to have your official high school transcripts. But I just want to say this. Sometimes the schools do not have all of this material as far as your transcripts and your attendance records. Turn in everything that you have. Let your counselor know. They'll make sure that we get it by the deadline, even if it's after the deadline. That's sometimes the school cannot get all those documents, but we need everything from you. The documentation for your 93% attendance for all 4 years of high school. We need 1-page typed written letter of interest. This is a letter to let us know who you are. So when we're going through your application, we know exactly a little bit about you, whether you was in sports, how was your school life, how, the things that you aspire to do as an adult. All right, you must be able to obtain your driver's license by September. The purpose of this is when you go to CDL school, you have to be 18 years old, and you also have to have a valid driver's license before you can even start. So we would not want you to hold up your class. The pre-screening process. Applications are due April 20th. It must be hand-delivered to Leah McBooth at 1300 Lakeside. If you cannot contact her, you contact me, Bernie Jackson. I will be at 1300 Lakeside. The application review will begin April 23rd. We will start going through all of your documents. That's why it's important for you to have everything to us by close of business the 20th. Because from the 23rd, we're going to start going through. Everyone that does not have everything that's needed, we're going to get rid of those applications. If you do not meet the minimum qualifications, we cannot go forward. We're going to interview eligible candidates by April 30th. So this is a pretty fast process. We're trying to get the ball moving. We know that graduation is coming up for you guys, and there's some other things that you have to do in your life. You want to know if you're going to go to college or if you want this process, if you want to be in this process, so we want to move forward. Selected candidates will be notified by May 21st. So after we do all the interviews and the interview process, it will be very quick. It'll be a comfortable environment. We want you to dress, you don't have to be in shirt and tie. We want you to wear your best. No sagging pants, no extra tight clothes. Let us know that you want this job. All right, the pre-orientation meet and greet will be June 11th. So all the applicants that we decide that we're going to choose, we will all get together June 11th to congratulate you and let you know what the next part of the process will be. Hopefully we can get you in by the end of the summer, but we usually shoot for June. Sometimes with the city, we have to go at their speed. So we're not going to promise a date of hire, but we try and make sure that we push the paperwork as soon as possible. Thank you. Right now I have Commissioner Ivan Henderson of Cleveland Public Art.
We're excited to see all of you this morning. Is the video available? Okay, so we'll show the video. I'll come back to the screen. I've got a couple of people that I want to introduce to you to tell you about the program, but we're going to share our video with you first. Most of the students have seen the video, so we want to share it with you.
For 110 years, Cleveland Public Power has provided quality electric service to the residents and businesses in Cleveland and provided residents with the opportunity for a career in the electric utility business.
About 7 years ago, we realized that we had a huge number of older employees that were looking at retirement, and we had no way to attract new talent.
In 2009, Cleveland Public Power launched the Student Intern Apprentice program, providing Cleveland Metropolitan School District graduates with the opportunity to start a career right after graduation.
We were able to develop a program, get approval through the administration, through civil service, and finally get it in place and begin to produce a program that works.
One of my friends, they called me and said that Cleveland Public Power is having open enrollment. Well, we could go and see if you like it. They're going to be offering a lot of pay.
This program takes students from our local high school in the Cleveland area and gives them an opportunity to learn a trade, a skilled trade that's in high demand in the electric utility industry. It trains them from day one, pays them once they're in the program a very competitive salary, lets them learn from other students that have been through the program already, and then advance to the highest level in the profession.
Don't settle for a job when you could begin a career with this exciting program. The Cleveland Public Power Student Intern Apprentice Program is seeking highly motivated and disciplined students to begin a career with a nationally recognized public utility.
The students go through an application process. We visit the schools. At the schools, we give basic information about the program. Then we do a parent information day where we provide information on the program. And from there, we have a deadline for the students to apply. And we take applications from all students, male, female, as long as they're a recent graduate of the Cleveland School District. We'll look at them and then put them in the program.
The opportunities that was presented to me when they came to my high school, getting to learn more about something that I really wanted to do.
CPP came to our school, gave like a little interview, like an orientation and everything. Talked about the job. You know, it got me interested, so I filled out an application.
To make the cut, you must graduate from a CMSD high school, be at least 18 years old by the September following graduation. You must have a proven record of commitment to school by demonstrating a 93% attendance rate over 4 years and a 2.5 cumulative grade point average.
I started out as an intern straight out of high school. There was already 2 student interns that came in before me. So I talked to them about it. They said it was a good opportunity.
The program combines supervised on-the-job training with classroom instruction to teach you the practical and theoretical aspects of a highly skilled occupation. Paid on-the-job training helps you gain entry into a high-wage occupation while you learn.
When we came here, we went through training downtown.
The first week we bring them in and it's all safety training. And some of the classes that we have is the OSHA 10, confined space, lockout, tagout, arc flash, and we also have CPR and first aid. And then from the last day, what we normally do is we take them out in the field and give them a tour, let them see the substations, let them see some of the crews, let them meet some of the people that they're going to be working with in the field, and kind of give them a feel for what they're going to be doing out in the field once they get here.
I think after that it was pole climber school, and we was in pole climber school. You got to do 80 hours, so that's 2 weeks.
You go baby steps at a time, baby steps. They're not just about to send you up a 70-foot pole and say just climb that, come back down. No, you go up 10 foot, then you come back down. You go up another 10 foot, then you come back down. So eventually you will get comfortable with it. Then you'll be like, oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
I was excited, and then the second day, like, I was sore, tired, but, you know, just pushed my body.
Once again, something new that I never did before. Took practice, a lot of motivation.
After pole climber school, we went through CDL school. Then after we did CDL school, which is truck driver school, we became drivers. So I was a driver for about a year and a half, maybe 2. And then I became a first-year line apprentice.
Each selected candidate will begin the program as a student assistant, where you will gain firsthand insight into your future trade. Through on-the-job instruction, mentoring, field training, and demonstrations, you will be exposed to many exciting and fast-growing career fields. As a student assistant, CPP will also invest in your future by sending you to school to obtain your commercial driver's license.
Have a very open mind, open heart about everything here. Willing to come here, willing to learn. Don't think you know it all.
You know, always, you know, pay attention, listen, work smart, and work safe.
And working at Cleveland Public Power can be very rewarding from a monetary standpoint, but it could also be very humbling if you don't pay attention to the safety rules, because this is a very dangerous field. You're dealing with electricity. One false move, one mistake, you can get electrocuted or shot. As long as you're paying attention to the rules and being diligent with what we tell you, you'll be okay. But if you don't, you know, this is, like I said, it can be very humbling.
It's not a challenge. It's just like more of the attitudes and everything is in really checking myself. You have to obey what they say. You have to listen to rules.
Well, typical linemen, you're going to have electrically rated hard hat, you have safety glasses, you're going to have FR flame resistant clothing. When they're working up around the power lines, they're going to have on rubbers, high voltage rubber gloves, rubber sleeves. They use line hoses to protect them from incidental contact. Hot boots if they're working in substations, and that's typically the lineman's gear. If you work your way up to being a switcher and you're working in a substation, you'll be looking at a 40 cal arc flash suit when you're opening up breakers and things like that. But typically with the students, all they need to worry about for the first couple years is just work boots, hard hats, safety glasses, and safety vests.
You got other people whose lives is in your hands because you got to watch their back, and they got to watch your back, so your life is in their hands as well. Whatever you do, safety first. Before you even walk out of the truck onto the field, you have to make sure your vest, hard hat, and glasses is on before you even walk out of that truck.
It's a very disciplined area. You know, when you're up and working on energized wires, yes, it is extremely dangerous, but we utilize a lot of safety equipment. There's people that's been in this field for a long time, and we're like a big family. We want everyone to, you come to work that morning with all your fingers and toes, we want you to go home at the end of the day.
After completing your training as a student in CPP's Internship to Apprenticeship program, you'll begin your training as an intern apprentice. In this capacity, you will be given the opportunity to bid for or transition to one of the following apprentice career paths: line worker, cable splicer, electric meter installer, transformer repair worker, low tension line worker, line helper driver, or gas turbine mechanic.
What we have here is an industry groundbreaking program. It's a novelty. No other community has developed it to the extent that we have. No other community is able to show the numbers year after year that we've recruited and retained, and developing those resources to real professionals in our industry.
If you were to enter this program and go through your 4-year apprenticeship and become a journeyman lineman, you can be hired anywhere else in the world.
My goal is to become a driver here, drive the trucks, drive trouble driver, climb again and become a lineman, and just achieve those as I go.
I would say just give it a try. This is an opportunity for a career that will take care of your family, for years to come.
It's challenging, don't get me wrong. It's difficult, but it's not something that you can't accomplish.
It's very demanding. Some people, they have to face their fears, whether it's heights or anything. It's just a matter of facing your fears, and you have to grow up kind of quick.
It developed me as a man. It matured me fast.
The biggest highlight of the program is to see how it changes the lives of these students. They come in kind of fresh and green, so to speak, and walk out with some of the highest skills in the industry.
If you believe you have what it takes and want to be a part of our team, call us today at 216-664-3922 and get a head start on your career with Cleveland Public Power, the utility you can count on.
CPP's program has been around for 10 years. This is an important year for us. So parents, if your young people are in our program this year, they'll be part of a huge celebration we're having with the administration, the mayor, and other folks in the city, celebrating the accomplishment of this program after 10 years. In addition, we're launching some new programs this year. If Ms. Johnson, we want to introduce you now. We have a program that's been in place for a long time, and our standards are fairly high. But the city has decided to expand opportunities to some people that cannot meet our criteria, but still want a good job and want to have opportunity with the city. And Ms. Johnson is going to tell you about a new program the city is introducing this year as well. So you have the ability to apply for our program if you meet our requirements, but if you don't, and if you're still interested, there's another program the city is going to share with you, and Ms. Johnson is going to share with you this morning.
Good morning. My name is Rhonda Johnson, and this is Dr. McCrae, and we work for the Department of Public Utilities. And we are very, very excited about the new program with the DPU, with the Division of Water, and it's called the Pipe Repair Worker. This program is in conjunction with the City of Cleveland, Local 100, and the Cleveland School District. So right now we're in the process of doing our outreach. We have different schools that have been assigned through the school district that we are actually visiting and telling them about our program. We will have a student parent information conference on this program, which will be May 5th. This program is called a Pipe Repair Worker. This Pipe Repair Worker program is a year-long program, and it's an apprenticeship program which will be 6 months as a student assist and then 6 months as an intern. This program will open many doors in the Department of Public Utilities. And like I said, it's a year program. It's a paid apprenticeship program. After the year, you will be a full-time City of Cleveland employee with benefits. So right now, this is not our session, but I'm very appreciative that the commissioner gave us time to introduce our program. I do have flyers here for you guys after the fact, and you can ask questions, but right now I'm gonna hand it back over to CPP.
This apprenticeship program here with CPP, as well as with the Department of Public Utilities Water Division, is a life-changing experience for any of you that wish to become involved. I advise you to think very seriously about being a participant in the apprenticeship program. We have had so many young people come through the program that have been so very successful. Commissioner Henderson is going to expound on that with you later. But please think about it. We welcome women into the program. We encourage women to apply for these programs. And once again, we will have a parent and student information program on session on May 5th for you to participate in.
One other guest before I go over this slide, actually not a guest, but one of our partners. We began this program, as I said, 10 years ago with the mayor's approval, working with our local union, Local 39, and very importantly, working with the school district. Really being able to tap into Cleveland's wealth and resources in the students that it produces that are looking for opportunity working with the school district. It was a win-win-win for us. So this year we have a new administrator from the school district, Angela Pryor. Have her come up and have a few words.
So I'm Angelina Ferguson Pryor. I work for the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and I work in our Career and Technical Education Department. And so in short, what we do is we provide programs that not only match what the students' interests are, but also what the job market is like in Northeast Ohio. And as part of that, I'm also responsible for connecting organizations such as CPP with our school districts. So we want to make sure that our students have every opportunity possible, and we try to extend that to every school. But as you saw earlier from the slide, we're very purposeful in the schools that we come out and target. So for some of you, like Max Hayes is always on the list, but there are a bunch of other schools. We want to make sure those students take advantage of what the city has to offer.
I've worked in the utility industry for over 25 years, and I've never seen anything like this. Other cities don't offer this. Other utilities do not offer this. You are in a very special place at a special time. This is a career opportunity. This industry will let you go anywhere in the world and get paid. So, it is life-changing. I've seen my students come in and earn in the first year more than their parents earn. It's a reality. I've seen my students come in and drive nicer cars than I drive. They're getting married. They're buying homes. I'm telling you, this is a career opportunity you don't want to miss. Some of you came in late, so I'm going to walk you back through. Go to slide 8, please. Real quickly, some of the key slides I really want you to see. This is the criteria. You have to be able to meet this criteria in order to be eligible. The good news is, if you don't meet our program, as Ms. Johnson shared with you, there's another program. So apply anyway, okay? And certainly apply for our program as well. Go to slide 10, please. This is the show me the money slide. We have expanded, added to our menu. We've added other career opportunities in addition to being a line worker, cable splicer, meter installer. These are real opportunities that enable your young people to get paid. So, parents, my advice to you, having worked the program, having taken students in for over 10 years, some of the students I hired 10 years ago are my best workers. They're the go-to people today because we rely on this workforce. We invest heavily in them. We don't charge you a tuition bill. In fact, we pay you while you learn. Say that with me. Pay me while I learn. Can you say that, young people? Pay me while I learn. That's what you want. Okay? If you want to go to college, great. Do both. I'm cool with that. But what you want is to get paid while you learn. Because when you finish in 4 years in our program, guess what? You don't have student loan debt, and you got a job. And unlike your friends that will go to college, guess what? They'll have debt, and they'll still be looking for a job, and you're getting paid. Okay, last slide I really want you to remember and focus on, slide 14. Application materials. You have to nail this, okay? Young people, don't screw this up. If you do not follow instructions, I won't even be able to give you an interview, right? Very important slide. And then back to our last slide that I was on, slide 16, I believe. All right, so we're giving you our timeline so you know what the dates are and the deadlines. Take these serious. If you come in the next day with the application, applications are due on the 20th. Applications are due what day? 20th. Not the 21st. I must tell you that I have seen people come in a day late and I could not accept their application. The first thing you will learn is this is a business. It's a profession. We're going to teach your young people how to be professional, and that begins with being punctual and meeting deadlines. We have rules and procedures. We will teach your young people. We will groom your young people. Mr. Jackson is Uncle Bernie. He will coach and mentor your young people, but we will not accept applications late. Okay? Interviews begin. We will select the best of the best. And it's very competitive, right? So, take these dates seriously. It is a serious opportunity. We really want to see you in the program. And all we can say is just take it serious and don't let this opportunity pass by.